Imagine ancient Japanese time. You're on the battlefield. You're behind enemy lines. You don't know what to do. Do you get captured and tortured, or do you go back to your kingdom in defeat? No. You perform sepuku. At least that's what the ancient Japanese samurais did. And even up to 2001, back then, though, it was not standardized until the 17th century. During the 17th century, when it was standardized, you were given a clean robe, you were bathed, you were given a last meal, you were writing a death poem, and you were given a white cloth. The white cloth was used to hold on the blade of your tanto, which is a smaller knife, about this big, or your samurai sword, which is about that big. And it would be placed midway on the shaft of the sword, so you could hold on to the sword or the tanto as it pierced your belly, and you moved in a vertical from left to right or right to left, so your hands wouldn't slip, your hands wouldn't get cut. The kajikan was the second. This literally called the second. This person was to cut your neck, the back of your head, to finish the job. Sometimes, if they were used for, or in lieu of being sentenced to death for a criminal, they would perform seppuku. But instead of having a kajikan to complete the job right away, they would sometimes just let themselves bleed out, and this can take up to hours or a day, depending on how big the cut. But yeah, so during the 16th century to the 18th century, it was standardized, the heaviest, where they would get where they would be bathed, they would get the white robes, they would get the cloth, they would do all these things amongst an audience. It was very formal, which kind of confused me, but the loyalty to the kingdom or to the family was so high. Women, on the other hand, were not allowed to perform seppuku. Women samurai were not allowed to perform seppuku without permission from a man, or from their husband. I really don't know what to say to seppuku. It just blows my mind with how they would do this, but it was very very ritualized, very culture based, and it was basically, if you came back after a war and defeat, you were ridiculed and you were humiliated, and it was an honorable death to die this way. So that's what most samurai did. It was torture to most, but to the samurai, they were very loyal and honorable. Thank you.